Your Honda is hiding something from you. Not a defect, not a problem. A collection of built-in tricks, shortcuts, and professional techniques that make owning and driving your Honda dramatically better. Tricks that Honda engineers built into the car, but never told you about. Shortcuts that dealership technicians use every single day but keep to themselves. Professional techniques passed between mechanics that never make it into owner's manuals or YouTube videos. I've been a Honda technician for over 15 years, and I've accumulated a list of pro tricks that most Honda owners will go their entire lives without knowing until today. Because today, I'm sharing 12 of the most powerful, most useful, and most surprising Honda pro tips that 99% of drivers have never heard of. Some of these will save you money, others will make your car more convenient, a few will genuinely blow your mind. And tip number 9 is something I've personally used on customer cars hundreds of times. It solves a problem that frustrates almost every Honda owner, and it takes about 30 seconds. Let's get into it. Pro tip 1. The battery drain trick that fixes mysterious electrical gremlins. Your Honda has mysterious electrical problems. Dashboard warning lights that appear and disappear, infotainment glitches, power windows that act up, random beeping. Before you spend $200 on a diagnostic scan, try this. Disconnect the negative battery terminal with a 10mm wrench. Press and hold the brake pedal for 45 seconds. This drains residual electricity from every control module in the car simultaneously. While still holding the brake, turn the key to on, not start, for 15 seconds, then back to off. Wait 3 full minutes. Reconnect the negative terminal. Start the car. This complete module reset clears fault codes and corrupted memory from every electronic system in the car at once. It fixes infotainment freezes, AC problems, power window glitches, random warning lights, and keyless entry issues, all from one 5-minute procedure. Dealers charge $100 to $200 for a diagnostic scan that often ends with the same recommendation: reset the modules. Now you can do it yourself for free. Pro tip 2. The idle relearn procedure. After a battery disconnect or any major engine work, your Honda's throttle body needs to relearn its idle position. Without this procedure, you'll notice rough idle, stalling at stops, or RPMs hunting up and down. Here's the pro relearn sequence. Start the engine cold, meaning the engine hasn't run in at least 6 hours. Put the car in park and don't touch anything for exactly 10 minutes. Don't touch the gas. Don't turn on the AC. Don't adjust anything. Let the engine idle completely undisturbed. After 10 minutes, turn the AC on for 1 minute. Turn the AC off. Turn the steering wheel lock to lock, full left, full right, twice. Turn the car off and wait 30 seconds. Start the car again. The idle should now be smooth and stable. This procedure teaches the ECU the correct throttle position, idle speed, and load compensation for your specific engine's current state. Takes 12 minutes. Saves a $150 service visit. Pro tip 3. The fuel economy maximizer setting. There's a setting buried in your Honda's driving computer that most people never find. It's called the Instant Fuel Economy display, and when paired with a specific driving technique, it can add 3 to 5 miles per gallon to your average. Here's how to access it. Press the info button on your steering wheel repeatedly until you see Instant MPG or Fuel Economy on the driver display. Now here's the technique. Watch the display while driving. Keep it above 40 miles per gallon as much as possible. This means smooth, progressive acceleration, feathering the throttle, coasting to red lights instead of braking late. When you keep the instant MPG reading above 40, your throttle inputs are efficient and your engine is in its optimal operating range. Drivers who use this display actively report 4 to 6 miles per gallon improvements compared to driving without feedback. At 15,000 miles per year, a 5 miles per gallon improvement saves 83 gallons annually. At $3.50 per gallon, that's $290 per year. The display was in your car the whole time. Pro tip 4. Remote start without the app. Some Hondas have remote start built into the key fob, but most people don't know the sequence. It's not just pressing one button. Here's the correct sequence for fob-based remote start. 2016 plus models with remote start option. Press lock once. Within 5 seconds, press and hold the engine button, the circular arrow icon, for 3 seconds. The car will start. The parking lights will flash twice to confirm. The car will run for 10 minutes and then automatically shut off if you don't get in. To extend the run time, repeat the sequence while the car is running and it resets to another 10 minutes. Some models allow you to preset the AC or heat before remote starting. Go into your Honda settings, find Remote Start Climate, and set your preferred temperature. Every time you remote start, the car automatically goes to your saved climate setting. No app needed, no subscription, just the fob and the right sequence. If you want to take your Honda maintenance to the next level and keep it running strong past 500,000 miles, I've put together a complete maintenance blueprint just for Honda owners. It covers every fluid change, every inspection interval, and every trick to maximize your engine's lifespan. Click the link in the description to get your copy of the 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint for Honda. Pro Tip 5. The Brake Bedding Procedure. You just installed new brake pads and rotors on your Honda. Most people just drive away and hope for the best. Pro mechanics do a brake bedding procedure that permanently improves braking performance and extends pad and rotor life by 30 to 40%. Here's how. Find an empty rotor parking lot. Accelerate to 35 miles per hour. Apply moderate braking pressure. Not panic, not light, to slow to 5 miles per hour. Don't stop completely. Repeat 10 times with 30 seconds between each stop to let brakes cool. Then accelerate to 55 miles per hour. Apply firm braking pressure to slow to 10 miles per hour. Repeat 6 times with 60-second cooling intervals. Let the brakes cool completely, 30 minutes, before normal driving. What this does, it deposits an even, thin layer of brake pad material onto the rotor surface. This transfer layer is what actually creates the friction that stops your car. Without bedding, the transfer layer is uneven. You get squealing, poor performance, and premature wear. With proper bedding, your brakes are quieter, more powerful, and last significantly longer. Every Honda tech does this after a brake job. Now you know why. Pro Tip 6. The Oil Life Reset Shortcut. Most Honda owners know you can reset the oil life monitor, but the method most people use takes 30+ seconds and involves pressing multiple buttons repeatedly. Here's the pro shortcut. On older Hondas, 2006 to 2015, turn the ignition to on, not start. Press the info or select button until you see Oil Life. Press and hold reset for 10 seconds. Done. On newer Hondas, 2016 plus with touchscreen, go to Home Settings Vehicle, Maintenance Info Reset. Done in 4 taps. But here's the pro trick most people skip. After resetting, scroll to the Maintenance Minder screen and set a custom oil change reminder 500 miles before your intended change interval. If you change oil at 5,000 miles, set the reminder at 4,500. This gives you a 500-mile buffer as a heads up so you never forget and accidentally go over. Small adjustment, zero cost, prevents missed oil changes forever. Pro Tip 7. The Headlight Restoration Secret. Your Honda's headlights are yellowed and cloudy. You've seen headlight restoration kits at the auto parts store for $20 to $30. They work, but only temporarily. The yellowing comes back in 6 to 12 months because they don't seal the lens. Here's the pro method that lasts 3 to 5 years. Sand the lens with 400 grit wet sandpaper until the yellowing is gone. Keep it wet the entire time. Follow with 800 grit wet sandpaper, then 1,500 grit, then 2,000 grit. Each finer grit removes the scratches from the previous step. Polish with a plastic headlight polish. Magyar's Plastex works great using a drill-mounted polishing pad. Here's the secret step. Apply a UV-resistant clear coat spray specifically designed for headlights. 2 thin coats. Let each dry for 30 minutes. The clear coat seals the lens from UV rays, which is what causes the yellowing in the first place. Without the clear coat, the lens reoxidizes. With it, your results last years. Total cost: $35 to $50. A shop charges $150 to $250 for the same result, often without the sealer. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Pro Tip 8. The transmission fluid color test. Honda says transmission fluid lasts 90,000 plus miles. Pro mechanics know this is only true under ideal conditions. Here's a quick test to check your actual transmission fluid health right now. Pull the transmission dipstick, if your Honda has one, or locate the fill bolt on the transmission case. Wipe a small amount of fluid on a clean white paper towel. Fresh fluid, bright red or pink, transparent, no smell. Acceptable fluid, light brown or amber, still transparent. Change immediately. Dark brown, opaque or burnt smell. Emergency, black, gritty, or smells like something burned. Most owners who do this test discover their transmission fluid is in far worse shape than they expected. Dark fluid causes accelerated wear on clutch packs and bearings inside the transmission. At $100 to $150 for a drain and fill, this is the cheapest transmission insurance you can buy. Don't wait for problems. Test the fluid. Change it if needed. Pro Tip 9. The squeaky brake fix that takes 30 seconds. Here it is. The tip I've used hundreds of times on customer cars. Your Honda's brakes squeak every time you reverse, or you get a light squeal when braking normally. Before replacing pads, cleaning calipers, or spending money on anything, try this. Buy a small tube of brake caliper grease, $5 at any auto parts store. Remove each wheel, or just access the back of the brake pad without removing the wheel if possible. Apply a thin layer of caliper grease to the back of each brake pad, the metal backing plate only, never the friction surface. Also, apply grease to the caliper slides and anywhere metal contacts metal. Reinstall everything. 9 times out of 10, the squeaking stops permanently. What's happening? Brake pads vibrate at high frequency against the caliper when braking. That vibration creates noise. Grease dampens the vibration. No vibration, no squeak. This is the first thing every pro mechanic does when a customer complains about brake noise. It works so often that we rarely have to go further. Pro Tip 10. The winter cold. Start protection method. Cold weather is brutal on Honda engines. Oil thickens, cold metal contracts, fuel doesn't vaporize properly. Every cold start in winter creates more engine wear than 1,000 miles of normal driving. Here's the pro cold weather protocol. The night before, check your oil level. If it's even slightly low, top it off. Cold oil doesn't flow as well when it's already low. Morning start. Start the car and wait 45 seconds before moving. This is not idling to warm up. It's allowing oil to circulate to every engine surface before you put it under load. First 5 minutes. Keep RPMs under 2,500. No hard acceleration. No sudden lane changes requiring aggressive throttle. First 10 minutes. Avoid highway speeds. Let the engine reach 150 degrees Fahrenheit before any sustained high RPM driving. This matters because cold metal has different tolerances than warm metal. Cylinder walls and pistons haven't expanded to their proper operating clearances. Drive them hard before they're warm and you're scraping metal against metal with inadequate oil protection. Follow this protocol every winter morning and you'll add tens of thousands of miles to your engine's life. Pro Tip 11. The dashboard warning. Light decoder. Your Honda throws a warning light and you panic. Before spending $100 on a diagnostic scan, use this pro trick. Honda's OBD2 port is located under the dashboard on the driver's side. Buy a $25 to $35 Bluetooth OBD2 scanner from Amazon. V-Peak or ButFX are reliable brands. Download the Torque Pro app or the Honda-specific OBD app on your phone. Plug the scanner in, connect via Bluetooth, and read the fault code instantly. The code tells you exactly what triggered the warning light, P03. 01 is a cylinder 1. Misfire. P0420 is catalyst efficiency low. P0171 is running lean. Google the code plus your Honda model and you'll know immediately if it's serious or minor. Serious codes: oil pressure, coolant temp, misfire. Stop driving. Get it repaired immediately. Minor codes: O2 sensor, EVAP system, idle control. You can drive carefully for a few days while you arrange repair. $25 for a scanner eliminates $100 diagnostic fees every time a light comes on. Over a few years, this single purchase saves you $500 plus. Pro Tip 12: the interior plastic restoration secret. Your Honda's interior plastics are faded, dull, and scratched. The dealership wants $200 plus for interior detailing. Here's the pro method for under $20. Clean all plastic surfaces with a damp microfiber cloth. Remove all dust and grime. Apply a tiny amount of coconut oil, yes, coconut oil, to a clean microfiber cloth. Work it into the plastic in circular motions. Buff off any excess with a dry cloth. The plastic immediately looks darker, richer, and essentially new. Coconut oil conditions the plastic, restores lost pigments, and creates a subtle sheen without the greasy look of cheap interior dressings. It also repels dust better than bare plastic. Lasts 4 to 6 weeks per application. Cost per application: pennies. For deeper scratches on black plastic, use a heat gun on low setting. Move it slowly across the scratch. The heat causes the plastic to reflow slightly, filling in light surface scratches. This works surprisingly well on door panels and center consoles. Final thoughts. Your Honda is packed with hidden functionality that most owners never discover. These 12 pro tips unlock that functionality. Module resets that fix mysterious electrical problems, brake bedding that extends pad life, the 30-second squeak fix, winter cold start protection, headlight restoration that lasts years. Each one of these tips either saves you money, extends the life of your Honda, or makes daily driving more convenient. And most of them cost nothing. That's the beauty of knowing your car. When you understand how it works, you can solve problems faster, maintain it better, and keep it running longer than most people ever thought possible. Start using these tips today. Your Honda and your wallet will thank you. And if you're serious about keeping your Honda running strong for the long haul, don't forget to grab the 500,000 mile car maintenance blueprint. It's packed with every maintenance interval, fluid change schedule, and insider tip you need to get maximum life out of your engine. The link's in the description, and it's specifically designed for Honda owners who want their cars to last forever. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.